All right, everybody, this is the first test of the microphone. So I'm going to try to do a vlog today. I think today we will talk about cruising. Cruising is definitely something that I love and Angel loves. But first, let's get started. Alrighty. Get the gloves on. Last night I rode and didn't do the whole setup with the camera and all that. I just went out for a short ride on Angel's bike. Again, I'm still on Angel's bike. My bike is in the shop still because the cable hadn't arrived yet. A little frustrating. Nice weather, and I'm stuck. Actually, I love her bike. That's the thing, and I could drive her bike happily every day. All right. Let's see. Did I adjust that mirror right? Okay. D is for go. Good. Put that visor up for a minute. It's hot till you get moving. I'm just idling it forward because, well, I don't want to trade mirrors. You can see it gets pretty close. All right. Whoops. Okay. That was a little stupid bit of loss of balance. You know what? This vehicle's coming this way. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just do the audio after in post-production. The microphone did not work above about 15 or 20 miles an hour, and I think that really has a lot to do with where it has to be positioned. I have an open face helmet, so I really need a boom mic, but this one is a lapel clip, and I clipped it to the inside of the helmet. So it really didn't work that well. But anyway, here you can see I'm going to go out just for a little bit of a ride. Again, my subject was going to be talking about cruising. And cruising is definitely something that Angel and I do love and enjoy. Our love for cruising as a couple started back in 2014. I had found out that Angel had never been on a cruise before, and because of that, I said, well, let's go ahead and take one. And I explained to her how everything's included, and it's actually a great value as vacations go. So while we're doing this, let me turn down the sound on my headphones, because hearing myself talk, and it's kind of garbled on the actual video. But anyway, so some of the advantages and disadvantages. First, we went on our first cruise on the Carnival Fantasy, which is a fantasy class ship. That is, the class of ships are actually named after the Carnival Fantasy. Carnival Fantasy is currently the oldest ship in the Carnival fleet, and I believe it was built in 1991 in Italy, if I'm right. I think it was 91. That may be wrong. I don't really have a way to check it right now. But it's a smaller ship. It's 70-something thousand tons, which is small by modern cruise ship standards. I think it's about 2,000 passengers and about 900 crew, something like that. So it's not that much. I mean, it's like 3,000 people or less. But, actually our favorite ships are the older ships. I mean, I've been on the Splendor and that sort of thing. But, okay, so some of the advantages and disadvantages of Carnival and Holland America. The advantage of Carnival is Carnival actually is a really good deal. It's probably one of the most competitively priced cruise lines, and it's a lot of fun. Carnival is known as the party ship, and it's obvious why it is the party ship. Carnival is designed to go and have fun. You get on the ship, and it is a lively party atmosphere, very relaxed. The crew is very friendly. They'll stand around and they'll chat with you, um, and it's a lot of fun. So some of the advantages of Carnival is, one, they sail out of Charleston. Holland America doesn't. Holland America sails out of ports all around the world, but they don't sail out of Charleston. Another advantage of Carnival, besides the price and the location, is it's really not that expensive. It's really good food. Now, if you're vegan or vegetarian, it's much more limited. But the food on Carnival is excellent. The 24-hour pizza is good. 24-hour ice cream. Room service is free. They have added some items. I think like coconut shrimp, and there's a few other items that are actually a charge for room service, but it's still quite a deal. So, the great thing about a cruise is you go, you pay one fee, and you have a lot of fun. You get the shows included, everything's included. Now, of course, you can eat at the steakhouse, but, that's only if you choose to, and that's an additional cost. If you're a drinker, I would suggest getting the Cheers package. The Cheers package with tax works out to be about $55 per person per day. Unlike Princess and some of the other lines, Carnival requires everyone over the age of 21 in the cabin to purchase the Cheers package. However, if you figure the average drinks, most drinks are $7.95 or $8.95. Some of them are like 10. If you work that out, you need to drink about 7 or 8 drinks a day to break even. So if you're not going to drink that much, just buy the drinks individually. There's always a drink of the day, which is about $1 off. So you usually can get a drink for $7.95. And the drinks of the day are usually pretty good. They're more popular drinks. So drinks of the day, and then of course you can pay a little extra. And they'll come around on the Lido deck and things like that with little custom cups. It might look like a shark or coconut, or they'll come out with little collector cups. I would suggest getting, if you go on Carnival, if you're not a drinker, but you like soda and things, go ahead and get the Bubbles package. I forget how much the Bubbles package is, but it's pretty cheap. That's unlimited soda. So, go ahead and get the Bubbles package. I would encourage you, if you go on Carnival, to go to the welcome show, which is on the embarkation day. The welcome show, you'll get to meet the cruise director, and they will also go ahead and introduce you to the comedians. There's usually 2 comedians at the Punchliner Comedy Club that will perform during the cruise. So they would go ahead and introduce you to the comedians as well as the cruise director, and you'll get to see a little bit of the show. And, don't ever underestimate how much a good cruise director can make a cruise or break a cruise. The worst cruise director I've ever seen was on the Inspiration out of Los Angeles. I don't know his name. It's some redheaded dude. He was rude, curt, wasn't funny. And he kind of manhandled the passengers. That was the only time I ever did a bad survey for Carnival. This guy was just a total ass, and there's no other way around it. I just did not like him. Also, disembarking the ship in Los Angeles was a nightmare. I've never seen one that disorganized. Nobody followed zones. There were no zones. There were no anything. People just freely queuing up. Not English, I should say lining up. But people lining up, wrapping around different hallways just trying to get off. It was just a total nightmare. And I kind of hate that that was the first cruise my aunt and her spouse went on, and my mother went on, and my cousin went on. So that's a little disappointing. But overall, yeah, all the other cruise directors, especially one named Malcolm, who actually just won the Cruise Director of the Year award through Carnival Corporation. Malcolm was awesome. There's been quite a few cruise directors that are very memorable and really nice. And a good cruise director can make the cruise or break the cruise. But either way, you're going to have fun. Holland America. Now, what I like about Holland America is Holland America. Okay, so that kind of wraps up Carnival, by the way. Great value. Oh, here's the thing. If you don't want to deal with a bunch of partying kids or teens, then don't go during spring break. And also try to avoid those shorter 3 and 4 day cruises. When you have a 3 or 4 day cruise, what you're going to run into is a lot of these partying kids. The cruise is cheaper, so obviously they can afford it easier, and those are known as booze cruises. Short ones out of Cape Canaveral or Port Canaveral, things like that. Usually those 3 or 4 days out of Florida are party cruises. If you're looking for less of a party cruise, then go on a longer one. 7 day cruises, being more expensive, go when the kids are in school. Just take the time off work. You know, go take that 7 day cruise, and you'll have more working adults on there, not as many kids or partiers. But anyway, so and Carnival's ships are garish to say the least. It reminds you of staying in Las Vegas. Bright colors and interesting designs and that sort of thing, and that's fine because that can be a lot of fun. Holland America, on the other hand, is very upscale. Now, it used to be known as the Cruise of the Dead because you had to be 60 or 70 to go on it. And the first Holland America we went on with the vegan cruise, it would have been dead if it hadn't have been for our relatively young group trying to party it up. But I think Holland America has finally learned that they needed to step up the game a little bit. When we went on the Alaska cruise last year, it was much different. There was a lot younger entertainment, a lot more things to keep people my age and Angel's age entertained. Obviously, we're in our mid to early 40s, and so we're looking for something different than the 60 and 70-year-olds are. Holland America, though, specializes in longer cruises, and they are a little more expensive, but not bad. Holland America is also known for their elegance and their art collection. The art on the ship, for example, the Westerdam and the thalassotherapy pool. The Westerdam actually has a 6,000-year-old vase that is mounted on the wall. You can actually touch it, and it's really cool because how often do you have a 6,000-year-old vase that you can actually mess with on a wall? But there's a self-guided art tour on Holland America, which you can take. They've got items in the 16th, 17th, 18th century, modern art, and paintings all around the ship, and it's really quite beautiful. So, let's see. And I'm trying to match this up with the video. Right now it looks like I'm just tearing along a road. I know that's most of the video. But I'm waiting to see if it's actually going to kick this over to the next video so everything matches while I'm talking. So I'm just waiting here for a moment, and I'll gather my thoughts together on Holland America. And no, it stops. So you have to click to go to the next video and hit play. Okay. Anyway, so on Holland America, art tours. Go enjoy the art if you like art. It is a more relaxed, it's a quieter cruise. However, it's very elegant. The thing is, you have to wear a jacket on formal night. They require a jacket. They have loaner jackets if you don't have one, but they do require you to wear a jacket. Carnival could care less if you wear a jacket or not. You also have to wear pants to dinner. Except on formal night, Carnival doesn't care if you wear like shorts and a golf shirt or something. As long as you look presentable, Carnival doesn't care. Come eat your dinner. Holland America doesn't care if you wear flip-flops, but you better have pants on. The first night on the cruise, they allowed me to eat with my pants on, without pants on, but they were like, "Sir, tomorrow night you need to wear pants to dinner." So that was kind of odd. Holland America specializes in longer cruises. Their cruises usually, the shortest ones on, like Carnival is 2 and 3 day, but the shortest ones on Holland America are 7 day cruises. And they specialize in longer cruises. Holland America even has around the world cruises, which are pretty amazing if you ever had the time or the money. So, Holland America, one thing Holland America has on a lot of their ships that only some of the newer, larger Carnival ships have are the thalassotherapy pools. And a thalassotherapy pool is really a large saltwater mineral hot tub that's the size of a pool. There's usually loungers in there, and you can just relax in there. It's great. It's in the spa, and you can go up to the spa and just relax. There's steam rooms and saunas, and there's these chairs that look like something out of Roman ruins, but they're like concrete chairs covered in tile that are heated. And those usually have a nice view out looking over the ocean, big glass windows. And you go to the Holland America site and look at their spa pictures. You guys will see it. I would suggest when you get on Holland America, before you even get out of the port building or the terminal, they'll probably have a table set up for the spa. See if there's a special. Angel and I think only paid $250 for a 7-day cruise to have unlimited use of the steam or the steam room, the sauna, the heated chairs, and use of the thalassotherapy pool, which is a lot of fun. So I would encourage you, go ahead and get it in port. Don't buy the stuff online first, but a lot of times in port they'll have a special like, hey, 50% off if you do it today to get used to the thalassotherapy pool. It's definitely worth it. So our